So welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we are going to be discussing about what happened throughout the last week of May, which is last week. If you're watching this video right now, I'm talking about what happened last week. Last week I just took one trade, and I'm going to show you guys why I took one trade and what my other favorite players were doing and why I did not take them seriously all throughout last week. Now, breakdowns like this, signals, trade ideas, every day is being dropped in this Telegram channel. You can see it in the description. You join the Telegram channel and you're going to get trading updates, signals, and trade breakdowns back to back. And this is going to make your learning curve and your experience faster in trading. And when I'm done analyzing what happened last week, we are going to be looking at what I'm expecting from this week. And this video is coming kind of late, but this is because I had some issues in putting out the video. But this week I've already taken one trade that was a win, so June started really well. So let's see what we have on the chart. So let's go. Now this is my journal. So now this is my journal for the month of May. As you can see, I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades, just 6 trades for the whole month of May, and I happen to end the month in a break even. Now I'm going to say some few things why I ended the whole month in the break even. Now I'm taking this to the extreme where I have this row that I call rules. So what the options you get in these places: followed rules but learn something new, mistake, followed rules, and broke rules. So after every trade I take, after my analysis, everything I do, I give a remark here if I followed rules or I broke rules. Now my aim every month, what makes me profitable most months, is that I aim to not break rules every month. I don't aim to win trades every month. I don't aim to catch all the highest RR. All I want, not to break rules. Simple, that's my aim. So if the more months I have not breaking rules, the cleaner the results. Now I don't care if I end in break even, I don't care if I end in negative, it's not my business. My business is I don't just want to break any rule. Okay? So the first trade I took, I followed rules, but I learned something new, meaning there was something to learn. And you see it in my lessons. This was a loss. This first trade I took was a loss. And in my lessons, your fractal breakout structure on 4 hours must be super obvious. If it's not, don't trade. Now I learned a lot from this lesson, and throughout the month there were many trade ideas that whereby the breakout structure or the new fractal high was not clear. Okay, there's what I call fractal high. It's just when the trend is moving this way. What I mean by this is, let me give you a clean example. So when price is moving in a certain way, I'm gonna draw something here so I can see it as an example. When price is moving in a certain way like this, if it pulls back, does this, and instead of it to pull back properly like this, it does something like this, Now, in no occasion should you want to trade off other blocks here or any point of interest here. Reason is this way is because if you try to trade here, there is a high chance of price retracing fully to correspond with the swing. Okay, so you would most likely lose. So that particular trade was based on this idea. I was trying to trade off an area like this, and then price pulled back just properly. So pulled back like B just properly. So on the 4-hour chart, so I just knew that okay, that was my number one lesson, and I lost. Now I'll show you what I mean by that. You can see. Let me see if I can see the 4-hour chart from here. Now this is my 4-hour chart. Okay, so we have been able to change character to the upside on the 4 hours. As you can see, we made this high and made this low, and then price broke it. Now we made this high. I'm not supposed to regard this as a high. I'm supposed to regard all of this as one swing and wait for the appropriate retracement before I take things higher. But then I regarded this very minor stuff as a swing, and then this minor this particular area as a new high, and then you see this small retracement onto this other block I want to buy, and I lost. Now I've learned my lesson, and I'll never let this happen. Okay, so I followed rules because everything was in check. My direction, 4 hours was bullish, everything. But the only thing that I learned something new, that I should not take this seriously. That's why I see it's in red. Now all of these I followed rules. I won this trade. This trade I followed rules, but I lost. Take a look at it. Yes. That was USD card short. I followed rules, I lost. Now, why did I lose? I entered that trade. Remember, my rule is I must not take a trade once it's 4 p.m. But this particular trade showed up 3:55 p.m. So yes, it's not before my closing time according to my rule, but it's a smart idea if I knew that okay, it was just 5 minutes and just stay off. So there was a bit of FOMO. But did I break my rule? No. I entered the trade before it was 4. But there was a bit of FOMO to enter that trade. Because it's already 5 minutes to closing time. Why would I still enter the trade? So I did not really break rules, but I needed to use my IQ, or FOMO took over. So I lost the trade, but I followed rules. That's what happened to the second. No, that happened to the third, because the second I won the trade actually. It was a GJ trade I won. So that happened to the third. So what happened to the fourth? Because I actually lost the fourth too. So the fourth was this first, the second, this third, this fourth. So fourth was on a Wednesday, and what pair was that? That was GBP USD. Now I followed rules and it was still a loss. Now this is normal, it happens. You cannot win everything even if you want to follow rules, because your system cannot be 100% accurate. Okay, I followed rules, and let me see if I can locate the 4-hour chart, because that's like my major time frame whereby I look at the order flow critically from. So I think this is the 4-hour chart. So as you can see, I followed everything. We created this high, we created a new high. See, I was not trying to trade this small retracement. I took this whole swing as well. So we retraced, then went high again. So I took this as a high. So when we retraced lower with this long wick to run this particular point, to run this particular sell side liquidity, I'm going to take things higher. So price played around for like a day and even to the next day, and it ended up hitting stop loss. It happens. So that was what happened. My fourth trade. Now my fifth trade, I broke rules. Okay, I broke rules. And how did I break rules? Is in the direction of the market. That was what I did on last analysis on the channel, when I was trying to last review actually on this channel, weekly review, when it was, I think, one of the trades I took last week, and it was so annoying because I'm supposed to know that price wants to change direction, but I still was trying to force the trade, like to take buys. And let me see if I can show you guys how the screenshot looks like. They're not really here. Not really here. I think here is where you should take this in. So we took out this place, but we were entering an order block in the external structure. Like the bigger picture, it was a bearish order block in the premium zone of the bigger, trend, bigger structure. So I'm not supposed to be looking for buys here. I should be able to figure out that the trend is changing slowly, which you see we just broke this low here. You can see we just broke this low here, you see. So I'm supposed to look for sells, meaning I'm supposed to wait for price to retrace to premium of this swing. The fib is supposed to drop from this high to this low, retrace to the fib premium of the swing, and then dump. And that was exactly what happened that day, but I was on the wrong side of the market. I was buying and I lost. Okay, so that was what happened in Euro USD. So I was supposed to look for sells. I did not know that the order flow has changed to go down. I was caught in the wrong side. No, I broke rules, why I was not able to detect or know the direction following my rules. Okay, if you check the daily charts of this stuff, you figure out something. So let's see the daily charts. So we have this is the daily chart, I guess. So as you can see, look at this red structure. See this? We are bearish and we retraced back to this high. We ran this high, which is like a buy side liquidity. We're supposed to see lower movement, but I was still buying. Anticipating this and this to run. Trying to buy when this has been running, you're trying to fight the tide of the market. If price will get here, you would know. But when it has not shown sign of ever, coming back up, trying to buy from here does not make sense, because it's showing you that we just ran a buy side. We need to go down to the draw liquidity to continue the trend. And then what am I trying to do? I'm trying to fight it. So it's part of why I broke down rules. Now, out of all my trades, only one rules broken. Only one trade I broke rules. What does that mean? It means I'm very focused on my system. Now, this is the trade I took on the 30th of May. I took this trade, followed rules, and it was a win. That was a GU win. So as you can see, it was a win, and I followed rules. Just a 2-hour win. It's supposed to be more than that, but I just decided to close at 2 hours. Now, how did I end the month? I ended the month in break even. why is it break even? Now let's take a look at the stats. So this is my RR. My first was a loss, then 2 R on the 1 R profit, then I lost 2 on the negative 1, and I lost another one on the negative 2 R, and then I won on the last day of the month, like 30th. It was not the last day, but second to last day. I won a trade that was like break even. And to be honest with all of you, let's see on my mentorship group where I posted my last my results for the month. So let's see how it looks like. Okay, this is it. No, this was the previous week when I lost all my trades. So I want to show you at the end of the month, it's break even. Okay, now this is it. This is how I ended the month. You can see my MT5. See all the trades I took on the specific dates journals right here. So you know that this is. So as you can see, May 10th. See on the 10th, that was a loss. You can see May 16th. See 16th. This was the same day I took the same trade. I was risking $500, so I split it into 2. So that's why you see it was a win these days. It's a 2-hour trade. Okay, so so let's see the next trade: 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 30, and then you see here, 22nd, 23rd, and on the 23rd again, the same day I took 2 trades, and then 30th, nothing to hide. So it's a break-even month. All of these are just swap and the rest, but some of the days I had to trade overnight. So I asked my student who else is on BE, and then I had this student that's 2R plus in a month. It happens. There are some trades he did not take because of everybody sees the market different. Okay, so now the truth is that in trading, all you have to focus on is your rules. If you keep to your rules, now what rules is that? Some people don't have rules watching this. Some people don't have an edge watching. If you don't have an edge, I've said it on one of my short videos I did on TikTok. You must find somebody to where you can adapt his edge. And doing it on YouTube is not the best because you cannot ask questions. You cannot have that discussion with your mentor. You need somebody's mentorship. Somebody that has proven results. You need his mentorship. And that proven results, if he teaches you his strategy that has been tested and works, you can just adapt it, learn and refine. It makes it easier for you. You know what I'm saying? But if you have your strategy that works, stick to it. But for it to work, you must have stats. Learn how to use Notion. Go on my channel. There's a video that teaches how to journal with Notion. Go and watch the video. Create your Notion. Look at mine. This is just like one page for May performance. I have some other pages I have right here that it's just all about weekly performance. I've not been able to update it. Right, May 24 weekly experience. I've not been able to like update my weekly experience like last week of May. I've not been able to do that yet, but maybe after I shoot this video I'll just happen to just do it real quick. Now this weekly experience is a summary of all my lessons for every trade, and I must make sure I write and put out something if it's graphical picture so that I will always come back to it. I have this in for all months I've done in this year. You can see that's my April weekly experience. You can see my weekly experience in April too. Week 1, 2, 3, 4. All the lessons I learned all together, and I read them. Whenever I want to study. Every weekend, I make sure I go through this things to refresh my mind, so I don't make the same mistakes ever. Okay, I don't make the same mistakes ever again. So now let's go to what we want to see happen in the week. What are we expecting for the week? This is a new month, it's a fresh month, and the monthly candle just opened. So what am I expecting for the week? I already took a trade on GPB. No, not GPB. I think that was GJ. That was yesterday. I already took a trade on GJ yesterday. As you can see, the trade is still right here. I've never been able to journal it on my new. I've not like updated my journal for June yet, because I'm been so busy with other activities, creating content and the rest of them. So now, if you look at what's going on the daily chart, how did I know that GJ was going to drop? GJ has been buying for such a long time, and you ask, how did you know that wants to retrace? Now, if you look at the weekly, let's pick on weekly. they have not been able to create any fractal high after this one. Price has been very straight and impulsive going up. So one thing you have to understand is when you look at the weekly, when you look at the daily, we have fractal trends. As you can see, we have fractal highs and the rest of them. So this is a fractal high, okay, and this is a new fractal high that price just broke this high first. And when it broke this high, what happens is, on the norm, as long as the 4-hour keeps up the same bullish trend, we still keep looking for buys. Okay, as we broke here, as long as the 4 hours is still doing higher highs, higher lows, we are waiting for the next pullback to order block or FVG or something on the discount to go higher. But immediately we stop being bullish and we flip bearish by breaking the low that led to this high. Then we are officially bearish. And once we are bearish, it's a sign that there wants to be a, if it breaks this point, which is the low that led to this high, then it means that the 4 hours have shifted bearish, and that's a confirmation that we are ready for a retracement. That retracement, how long is it going to last? Or we don't know. But we want to keep looking for sells till we get to the equilibrium. Okay, we want to keep looking for sells till we get to the equilibrium of this swing, at least. Now, not just the equilibrium, there are going to be point of interest we have around there. We have demand, we have fair value gap. Also, we have a sell side liquidity here resting below. So I like making my liquidity pools in a blue color. Very important. Okay, so if we run to this level and run it, then we can go higher. Do you understand? So in as much as we are, this is a discount POI, I'll keep selling until we get here. When we get here, I want to stop and see how price will react around here. If price shows that it's not ready to sweep this or close as a pin bar, I'm gonna keep selling till we get to this level. That's how it works. Okay, so it's simple. And when I went to the 4 hour, what I saw on Monday, which is yesterday, this was a high, price pulled back, created this high, price pulled back. Now I'm going to regard all of this as a single swing. Okay, so what I mean is we have this, all of this as a single swing because of, remember what we learned. Remember what we learned in when I was reviewing the whole of May. You see the first trade we took on GU, how because I took this a high like this seriously, it led to my loss. So all of these things we don't take them seriously because they are minor. So we take all of this as one swing. So when price ran all its way and went and ran the low that led to this high, we have changed trend. I know this looks like a sweep. We say it's a sweep, but we are not going any higher. We have changed trend. And what price just want to do is to retrace to premium point of interest, which is here. So we had FVG, I was watching it, but it failed. So we retraced to a buy side liquidity around here, and price ran it with a week as a stop hunt. So that was a sign for me. I went to the 1 hour to refine that POI. I found out that it was also like a stop hunt with a week too. I was impressed. I went to the 15 and it was also a stop hunt with a week. I was impressed. So what happened was, when it was giving the 15-minute chop, it was not yet 8. I come to the market 8 o'clock a.m. UTC +1 Nigerian time. Okay, because I'm in Nigeria, which is West African time too. So this was where we had the chalk, and that chalk happened way earlier. And trust me, I don't take my trades by then. It's just my policy. So when it was already 8, trust me, we had already had our 1 hour candle ending and engulfing. That's one of my entry criteria. Our 1 hour candle, this is it. It ended in an engulfing. It engulfed the previous one, so it's a go ahead to take that trade and put my stop loss above. So I took that sell trade and aimed for 2 arrow. Why did I aim for 2 arrow? Why didn't I aim here? I knew price would come here, but my stop loss was 40 pips. So I didn't want to stay long in the trade, because if I'm aiming 2 arrow, I need to aim for 80 pips. And for GJ to get to 80 pips, it's not really hard. But if there is no news, just like how there was nothing too serious on Monday, price might not do more than that. So I took my profit there, and as you can see, throughout that day, price retraced, and then today, price got to the destination. So we can now say that this has graduated. This high on the 4-hour is now has now been able to graduate towards an internal high that I like tagging red. Okay, if you check, I have 3 levels of structures. If you don't understand that, then watch my market structure video or the whole focus I put out on Forex. Watch it. There's a lot to learn. Okay, so as you can see, GBP/JPY, this high on 4-hour is now an official internal high. Okay, you ask me if it's an internal high, where is the external highs? This is the last external high that was formed. You can see how all these red highs are smaller structures compared to how big the structure was. So like they are smaller substructures. Okay, when would have it become a major external high is when price does something like this, break below this low, this kind of massive retracement. Then here we carry a black dot and a black line, just like this, just like this, just like this. So let's go forward. So now what am I going to be expecting? Remember, where am I expecting? Let's look at the daily. You see where I was expecting. I'm expecting price to get to this point before maybe we go higher. So in as much as that's what I'm expecting, I'm watching out for it, and we have to be bearish until price gets there. So how does price get here? We have been able to break this low again. So we need a retracement. We need a retracement into this level. Okay, and more of that till we get here. Okay, that's what I'm expecting this week. Very easy, very simple. So what about Euro USD? Now, what am I expecting from Euro USD this week? If you look at, let's take a look at the monthly chart. Let's see how it looks like. And the monthly chart is very choppy and there is not much information there, so let it be. We look at the weekly. So what's the weekly doing? The weekly is bearish. The order flow in the weekly is bearish. The main trend also is bearish, which you can see with red lines. The order flow is also bearish, which is this green lines. And you can see we have this high here, we have that high here that was run. So I was expecting this run to make this week drop. Okay, that was like second, what's first week of May? That was like 3rd week of May. I was expecting this 3rd week of May to drop, but then it did not. And I'm seeing some signs that price wants to still go higher. So the way I'm seeing this, it seems price wants to go way higher. We'll see, but the weekly is not telling us all we need. The daily is better. And what's the daily telling us? If you check the trend of the daily on this red line, you see that we are bearish, and then price retraced to this high and ran it like a buy side liquidity, and we're supposed to drop because I have forming lows and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows. But then all of a sudden we flipped bullish back again. You can see we flipped bullish back again. Okay, which is what we see going on here. And we flipping bullish back again is that we need price is like being magnetized to this place. We want to retrace to what? Discount point of interest. Maybe on the 4 hours, because we can't find any reasonable one showing right here. Maybe on the 4 hours, and then that will push us for price to get there. Something that looks like this for price to get to that destination. And when price gets to that destination, then we can further see maybe a drop from there right here, because when in a bearish trend, we need to reach out for this place. That's what I see happening on Euro USD. Honestly, that's what I see happening on Euro USD. So if you look at the 4-hour chart right now, you see something. Okay, so you see something. So as you can see, price has broken above this trend. We are officially bullish on the 4-hour, very bullish on the 4-hour, very bullish on the 4-hour. As you can see, so we're going higher and higher, and I'm gonna make this very green. Make this very green. Let's make this very green, and as you can see, because we are aiming higher, we have been able to retrace to a discount point of interest, which is what you see here and here. So that point of interest, we would look for confirmation on the lower time frame from it. I'm looking to take either this or this anywhere price come, but we'll look for our confirmations on our 1 hour, on our 15 minutes, on our when 15 minutes. We want to see a chalk happen like this. Then when it happens, let me show you. I want to see a chalk happen like this, and when it happens, we are aiming to exit at this particular corner, high rather. So that's what we are expecting for what Euro USD, okay, or price goes lower. So what about GBP USD? The same exact thing I'm expecting. We have been able to retrace back to this point of interest here, which is another block, and then we are expecting price to give us a confirmation we need. Okay, give us our confirmation we need, and then boom, can go higher from here. So this is not my trading time right now. As you can see, this is 12:18 right here in Nigeria. Once it's 1, I start actively looking for my confirmations. I'll start actively looking to take entry. But once it's not 1, I'm not taking any entries. It must be 1. 1 is the beginning of New York, and I want to participate in that. Okay, the beginning of what? New York, and I want to participate in that. So let's see how things goes. Everything has not perfectly aligned, so let's just look at how the market is rolling. So where is my drawn liquidity for the week? Where am I expecting price to head to for the week on GBP USD? The same thing. Maybe this is the next target, okay? And you know price is not there yet, so price will have to get there. Maybe that's the next target, which is this. But I'm not in support that everything has changed to bullish totally. I'm seeing it as a retracement or a move as part of the retracement to this premium point of interest. That's how I see it, honestly speaking. So that's why I'm not literally so enthusiastic about the buys, like saying that we want to go higher. I doubt. The bigger picture of these pairs, the external picture, as you can see, is very bearish. So we just retrace to these levels and we also sluggishly dump to these levels. So that's how it is. So you just have to follow your rules, make sure you observe what the market is doing, because you could be right, but they get stopped out because the market is not just moving in a straight line. So let's see what USD card is doing. Now there's some pairs on my watch list. If I want to study them, as you can see, I want to study them: gold, UG, USD CHF, GBP card, Euro AUD. I want to study them and see how they perform. That's all. Nothing much, just to see how they perform. So yeah, for USD card is more tricky. We have been bearish for a while now. What's happening is, this is our next draw liquidity. We have to come back down here, and price is playing around. And when things like this are happening, you just have to follow the tide, follow the market as it's moving up or down. You want to follow it. So what I think is, price want to run a particular high, which is going to be around the premium area. Draw your fee from the most recent high to this low. You find out that we are in the premium right now, and if price does well to run this premium side, then we can drop lower perfectly. So how do we catch? We need to catch this bullish to get opportunities on the 4 hour that shows any sense of bullishness. We can catch that bias to this level and then catch the drop from that level. That's what I'm expecting on USD card. So if you check the 4 hour time frame, are we bullish? Yes, very bullish. As you can see, if price is able to retrace back to any of these POIs, FVG, this demand, then I can actually buy to this level. It's gonna make sense. And then after that, we can proceed to see fall that will happen right after that. So let's get right straight. Yeah, so that's what I'm expecting for the week, and you need to love journaling so much. See you in the next video. I'm going to be dropping a very good content on this channel that's going to help you get better with your trading. For you to not miss out on that topic I'm going to be sharing, subscribe to the channel and do what? Turn on the notification, like the video so that you can easily see new content from this channel that's going to help you trading. Comment all your questions and struggles in the comment section, and you can also reach out to me from my WhatsApp that is right under the description, and also my Telegram. See you in the next video.